9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got me up the coast, boy. Wanna hear the ocean roar, crash over me. Then ride it home, dance it out in moonlight. Hold me tight and don't let go. Watch over me. We are all stardust, 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 left behind. Let's find one another, face the sun, fear no one, 'cause we are all one, we are all one, we are all, we are all one, we are all one, we are all. Pick me up, get moonchild, put me into overflow. Superstar.
Wow. So I was just watching a video posted by White Boy that somebody was telling me about. Does people not understand? Does not realize that the place has been freaking dug up and freaking torn apart since he's been in jail? It doesn't mean anything. How does people not understand like how there's been a numerous amount of people pilfering through the stuff and burning shit and throwing shit everywhere over at Fred's? Like, where has dude been? Has anybody? I mean, we're gonna play a video of Fred's property now, 8 months after he went to jail. But yet, White Boy, you've never gone out there before. Now you'll go out there and film his property and invade his privacy and try to put him out as like this disgusting creature. But yet before, I mean, why haven't you talked to him before or gone out there before? I mean, you're supposed to be some kind of big bad dude, right? And then you pin a comment saying, "Oh, I can't believe Ziggy took her daughter there." Kids live out on that road. Jody Sue says the same thing, but she freaking had her kids live there. You guys, Summer lived on that road. There's a lot of kids that live on that road. This is life. You know, you can't. Unfortunately, there's so many dangers around everywhere, and you're not going to be able to shield your children away from it always. And they need to, kids need to know of the dangers in this world. And shielding them doesn't really protect them from it. You have to obviously be careful. But, shielding them too much can actually set them up for failure. And that's what actually happened to me. Like when I was sheltered so much. And then when I went to the real world, oh, buddy, did it freaking throw me on my ass. So you guys, I'm so tired of the comments about like, why did I bring my daughter out there, blah, 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 on Ben Hill Road. Is that all you can come up with? Like, really? There's kids that live out there. Do you not get it? Like, they live out there. My daughter's a teenager. She's not a toddler. He knows nothing about it. He's coming, I've been trying to not mention him because I thought we were going to try to be cool towards each other ever since I went on his panel and stuff. But he's pinning comments directly poking at me. Like, what the fuck, dude? You're out there supposed to be helping find Summer. It's not about drama and trying to be like, oh, look at this disgusting mess that Fred Hill lived at. Hasn't been there for 8 months, knowing that fucking everybody has pilfered through everything out there. And there was people staying up in that trailer, camping out and shit. It was never a pretty sight to see out there. But it definitely, what he's showing doesn't look, it's always had tons of shit out there. So I can't defend that at all. I don't know what I've showed it while they were out there. What's he think he's showing that's new? I showed the property when they lived out there several times. I've taken plenty of video. White boy, you don't have anything new. Zero. You're just why are you trying to make somebody else look bad in order to take the eyes off of the parents? It's not going to work. Yeah, let's see the Wells house inside and out. White boy, are you fucking for real? Are you serious right now? Right, first name? No, I was just checking out. I was running my intro, and while I was doing that, I got a text that somebody mentioned the video of White Boy over at Fred's. So I was like, okay, let's check out and see what it looks like since everybody's been up there digging through shit, throwing shit everywhere. I thought they were cleaning it up out there. Why are they out? They're just pilfering through shit and not even cleaning it up. Like, why are they throwing trash everywhere? If you're going to fucking go through everything, clean it up. And then somebody's saying something about them burning trash. Well, of course they're burning trash. That's what they do out in the country. They don't have trash service. Grr. I haven't even talked about Allie yet. I just have theories on that. Here. I guess I should pull up a little bit. I'm not going to play it because it's ridiculous. Why are we've seen his property when he lived out there, White Boy. What do you think you're freaking, what do you think you are exposing? Look what he did. Look what he put here 15 minutes ago. Disgusting. Why are you trying to make Fred Hill look bad, White Boy? What's this have? Fred Hill's not the one that has a missing child. What's his house have to do with anything concerning Summer Wells? Look what he's showing here.
Volkswagen Rabbit. Haven't seen one of those in forever. It's gray. It's just abandoned. Coming here.
Oh no. Oh no. You are just a genius. Oh my God. This is disgusting. Let's see the inside of the Wells. So he's showing this trash out here over on Fred's. Why are you up on his property, by the way? Get the fuck off his property. Why are you up there? Okay, I'm downloading this. I'm going to be giving this to Fred to give to law enforcement. You can't just go up on his property, on his driveway and film and look. What the fuck are you doing? What a dumbass. Who gave you permission to go up there? Downloading that right fucking now. What the fuck, dude? Why are you fucking pilfering around, going through his shit like the other million? I mean, are you even allowed to be up there? Who gave you permission to be up there? Why are you? I'm sorry, I didn't notice until right this second that he's up there on the property. So I'm saving the video. So I have this to show Fred to add to the. What the fuck, dude? I just don't understand people, like, why they feel so entitled. Look at this. And then he pins this comment right here. Looks like every meth compound around here. I can't believe Ziggy took her daughter there. That's years of not burning trash. He was my number one suspect. What a disgusting mess. Can't believe Ziggy took her daughter there. And look, he pinned it. What is this? Why didn't they clean? I thought they were out there cleaning it up. What the fuck is this? This pisses me off. That was the whole point of them being out there, that they were supposed to clean it all up. He was just walking up their driveway like he owns the place. Look, he's right there on their property. Yeah, did you sleep at the Wells house? Look, I don't understand what filming his property has anything to do with Summer Wells going missing. We already know it was a disgusting mess. We've already seen it a million times. You're not showing anything new. Why don't you go fucking talk to people, surrounding the case, locals and stuff? You won't do that because everybody, it's going to go against your narrative. So you have to go down to Fred Hills and film his property for content because you know that you can't go talk to any of the locals because everything that they're going to say, most of them, is that Dawn and Candace are guilty AF. Are there no trespassing signs? I'm pretty sure, yes, there was on the fence. Last time I looked at a video, but let me see. There's the gate right there. There's the gate that usually has been in front of the driveway that he just helps himself up like, oh, la-di-da-di-da, I'll just walk up here. I hope his fucking vehicle his tires get busted by the booby traps that the Redmonds have all over around there. What is I don't understand the point of this. Why are people acting like it's now, this part, it didn't look like that when I was there up there, and see how it's torn down? Like they've torn it all fucking down, dude. And what people don't understand too is that, oh shit, you guys aren't even can't even see it. What people don't even understand too is like Fred and Laura, usually they only hung down here, like a lot of times they hung out over at 165, which is the mom's house, which is much, much nicer and has internet and stuff like that. So I don't know. Yeah, that's where they stayed. I don't know what's so shocking and new about it, but once again, late to the party, white boy, you have no new info. And I don't understand why you're taking digs at me. I've been pretty good at, what I mean by taking digs at me, he's like pinned a comment that is directed about me, directly talking about me. And this fool just made a big deal about Betty and Molly Golightly going to Ben Hill. Hypocrite much? That's true. There's no kids living there. It was 2 adults. White boy, I don't get it. You're talking about a property Or what about the property of the Wells? They were raising kids there. You know what I'm saying? He's not thinking. He's just trying to distract, and it's really disappointing. It really is, because it shows me once again he's just another one, which I've already known it. But I give people chances after chances in my head, like, and after I was on his panel, I thought maybe we had, we were cool. It doesn't mean he won't talk shit about me and stuff or call me out on bullshit. That's not what I'm saying. But he is once again proving to me that he is another one of these creators who's an opportunist, who has no backbone, has no freaking integrity, doesn't care how they get the views as long as they get it, trying to distract and make people look at different places than their parents by filming somebody else's property. That really, I mean, it doesn't make sense why you would do that at this point, when Fred hasn't even been there for 8 months. Fred and Laura hasn't been there for 8 months. And we've already heard, if he would pay attention, that property has had so many people squatting on it, going through that, pilfering through their shit. They're supposed to be burning shit and getting rid of all that trash. I don't understand why it even looks like that. It was supposed to be all cleared and cleaned up. Thank you, Jack. I'm just irritated that it's kind of, I'm irritated by a few things. After seeing that too, it's upsetting that it's like still, it's not cleaned up like they said they were doing. Oh, there's a abandoned Volkswagen Rabbit. Haven't seen one of those in ages. Oh, wow. Gee willikers. He has all kinds. Oh, it's funny though. All the vehicles and anything of worth any type of money is gone. All this stuff, anything worth any lawnmowers, any type of equipment up there that was worth anything is fucking gone. But all the trash is left behind. Don't care about that. Fuck the environment. We gotta make some money. Sorry, I just saw that. This is my very first live reaction to that, because I just now saw it with you guys. And when I first get upset about something, I get really mad. But it fizzles out really quickly. So I just hate injustice. And when I see people who are purposely trying to distract and change the narrative, change history, like, I don't understand, like, you're over there in Beach Creek. You can't come up with any other content. Like, people wonder why I've talked to the most people surrounding this case. Go fucking somewhere else. Like, what? Go, like, talk to people. Get answers. Yes. Andy and his necklaces were at the birthday party. Andy and his necklaces. Yeah, the alley thing's a completely different thing. That's why it's got me. I'm kind of wondering if it's not completely. I know, but my mind's going conspiracy theorist here, because, like, why haven't we had any type of, like, anything showing that she's passed away? Like, any type of pictures of her, like a get together for a funeral, any type of obituary, any type of her background changing to deceased, anything. Nothing. And I know a lot of you guys don't believe in tarot, but I am not getting that she's deceased. I'm just saying. And I actually kind of wonder, and this is I kind of wonder, which the best case scenario here, where my mind's going, of course, I want to think it's something that benefits Summer. And I'm just wondering, like, has Allie been talking or something? And is she, I don't, being protected? I'm just saying. That's a theory. I have no idea. I hope that would be amazing. That would be like the best case scenario. But we don't have anything on any of her background stating. I've looked several places. None of them have been changed to her being deceased. Jim's was changed quickly, like super quick. Yeah, something like that. Like some kind of, I feel like she's at an institute somewhere. That's what I feel. Like I know it's crazy, guys, and I could be completely wrong. 100%. But I feel like she's at an institute. I don't know what kind of institute. Like, I don't know. Like something where she could be protected and get assistance with whatever is going on. Yeah, have we seen anything on now Justin said he saw a death. I think he said he saw a death certificate. I believe. But with Leslie, did the same thing happen? Has hers background been changed to deceased? Was there no obituary? A rehab? Yeah, she could be in a rehab or some kind of. That's just what I'm guessing from the cards I got. I know it's silly, but I just hold on, somebody's I'm texting somebody some information about Allie because they're going to look into, they might have a way to look into it. Oh, he knows his place is destroyed. Somebody just got an email. I already know. It wasn't in any type of great condition when he left it anyways. I mean, I'm not going to lie, but still, it's like, why, people are just so disrespectful. Yeah. White boy, why don't you ask Don and Candace why they didn't plead for Summer while the news was there? Anything? Or talk about her? But yet Candace puts up a freaking short saying she misses her puppy. Her freaking YouTube is flooded with animal photos and, of this new puppy that she had for like a week. Of course, because she can't freaking hold on to any animal or anything. She's very irresponsible. Yes, they've come. It's and of course, like people like White Boy are posting pictures of it like in its current state, as if like that's Fred and Laura's fault, as if you know. Now, like I said, it was already they already had all kinds of crap out there. Which is a lot of places out there like that. But I mean, just saying, it's not an excuse. I'm just saying. I heard Andrew and his brother say Allie is missing. I know. I heard that from Smiley's too. Like she said that Andrew said something about her being missing, which was a weird thing, a weird comment. He's not allowed on Fred's property. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. But I'm going to give that to Fred, and I'm going to since he's trying to, for some reason, what he's doing is not with the right intentions anyways. It's to try to it's trying to confuse and misdirect people's attention and stuff. So I'm not going to feel bad at all if he gets some kind of trespassing. I don't know why people think that they can just like, you were totally fine down there on the road. I don't know why you walked up on his property. You're lucky that somebody didn't shoot you out there. Seriously. Walking up there like you freaking own it. Like, really? Well, Fred, they've cleared that property since Fred's been in jail, so he's not at all worried. But yeah, let's see the inside of your house, White Boy. I'm sure it's spick and span, right? Hey, Kathy. So speaking of Kathy, she received today so the item she received today from you guys was a pack of, I think, white t-shirts, a couple long sleeves, a couple thermals, some razors, and the men's hair brush kit. He pretty much has he pretty much he's got a good start. I think he has pretty much like I put out today his I had a package to send out with some stuff, and unfortunately I guess I didn't put it out there in time for the mailman, and now it won't go out till tomorrow, and I'm really worried that it's going to get there in time because he got deodorant and toothpaste. What, you guys got him that? Yes, I can't believe Ziggy took her daughter out there. Oh my God, her teenage daughter. You know, and it's really funny when Jody Sue says that. It's like, dude, you live on that road. Fred told me a story yesterday how the day that Athena, stop. The day that incident happened where he shot that dude in the neck who was up there, like, he came out there about midnight. He was drinking. He had his 18-year-old daughter with him. He was shooting guns at midnight, blasting his music. This guy had the guy who was shot has property out there, but the only way to access it is to go through other people's property. And he also broke down the Redmonds gate to get to his property because the Redmonds were having problems with him. So they just like blocked his access. Anyways, Fred, he said something to the guy like, hey, you're being loud. It's midnight. You're making a ruckus. And the guy like proceeded to shoot at Fred. And anyways, Fred got the best of the guy and he was shot in return. But anyways, what was I going to say about that? Okay. There's a reason I bring up that incident. Maybe it was one of your questions. Was that the 8th birthday? Yeah. Okay. I know what I was going to say because I just saw Jody Sue's name and that reminded me. The night that happened, I guess, like when the police were there, I swear to God, this is what Fred told me anyways. The night that happened, Jody Sue and Andy were in an argument and Andy had walked off into the woods and came walking out of the woods, out of Fred's woods, while the cops were there and asked what was going on, It was crazy. So this was like at, midnight or 1, and he comes out of the woods out of nowhere. And Fred said, and then seconds later, here comes Jody Sue's crazy ass, like looking for him, like yelling at him, like yelling like lunatics at each other in front of the cops. And Jody Sue and Andy almost got arrested that night too. That was a funny story I heard from Fred recently. So these lunatics like to go out in the middle. Speaking of hanging out in the woods at night, Andy, what were you doing in the woods at midnight, 1 o'clock, the night that incident happened? Not on your property either. You were on Fred's property. He was like hiding from Jody Sue. So he went out in the woods. That's what happened. Seriously. He went into the woods. They were fighting. He was trying to get away from her crazy ass. And he pops out of the woods, out of nowhere, pitch black out. And here comes Jody Sue's crazy ass, like right behind him, yelling at him, like, get him back here, get back. Causing a ruckus. Yeah, the Bernards and Redmonds are associated. I'm figuring that out too. There's several that seem to hang out down there, Brenda. I don't know. There's a woman out there too, at the Redmonds. So when I was there that one time and tried to talk to him, there were several people out there. Yeah, and I told Fred about what they were saying about him possibly trying to basically insinuate that he could have been the peeping Tom that probably didn't even freaking exist. Anyways, Fred thought that was pretty funny. He said, if I was going to be a peeping Tom, I'd find a better window to peep into. That's what he said. Jake Smith lived at 125. Well, that's interesting because there's a Smiths that live down the road that are also associated with the Bernards and Redmonds. Doesn't he have a granddaughter that was studying abroad? No. She's at college. Right? If they said they were planting wheat instead, yeah, that would be much more believable. It's crazy that people want to. It's I don't know. I know, that's crazy, isn't it, Crooked Arrow? Did you know I'm on disability? Who said that? Okay, so the latest about that is so the guy is 5'7". So I still need to find a docket. If anybody knows how to access the misdemeanor docket on January 4th and 5th in Hawkins County, please let me know. The guy in question is that was supposedly asking for, had mentioned something about Summer Wells and wanting a reduced sentence for help with that case. The guy was pulled out of the courtroom. This is something a guy in Fred's block is saying, supposedly, like that he was in court when this guy did this, and it was on January 4th or 5th. So we need to see if we can find somebody that fits this description, because supposedly this guy was saying he has information on Summer Wells, and they pulled him out of the courtroom to speak with him. That was on a month ago, January 4th or 5th. He has black curly hair. Fred said it was like 5 to 7 inches long is what the guy said. Curly, so like I would guess a little bit shoulder length or a little bit like above the shoulders, or he could pass it for about 35 to 40 years old, and he's only 110 pounds. So he's a little guy, like 5'7", 110 pounds. He has like Latino features or Mexican features kind of, but he might not be Mexican, or he might not be Latino. He could be like half black or something like that. I've seen pictures of a few people have sent me a picture of a guy named Hunter, but that guy is a white dude with red hair. Could be nothing completely, guys. I'm just saying, because that is something that's coming from a guy in Fred's block, and I don't know the guy. The guy goes by Ace. I know his name. I don't know if it's good, if it says Ace in the system, but I know his last name, so I haven't looked him up yet. So don't think it's published. I know, right, Nunya? Yeah, he's a little guy. Yes. He was talking about that yesterday, actually. So what's interesting about that is the guy that told Fred about that is the same guy Fred was Sully's with when that whole writing on the wall thing was discovered. The guy's been moved now, and he's for some reason on protective custody, and he's been moved to a different cell, like same block, but different tiers. So there's 2 tiers, upstairs and downstairs. And the way Fred explains it, it sounds like one tier is on like protective custody or locked down and kept separate from the others. And it happens when, it could happen for different reasons, but Fred said it usually happens when you get into a fight. Uh-oh, am I in trouble, Justin? Am I in trouble, boss? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What's this? Oh my God, that's so cute. Here, I'll show everybody that. I'll watch that with everybody here in a second. Okay. Yeah, see, because of HIPAA and stuff, this is a perfect way for somebody to go just, now I know I'm bringing up completely going back to the alley thing, but because I just received a message about it and it makes me think, like, wouldn't the type of situation that Allie was in, like the hospital, and wouldn't that be like the perfect scenario for somebody to just end up like to disappear? Like if you were trying to make somebody disappear. Now, like because of HIPAA and stuff, you know what I mean? Like if law enforcement is trying to help make it look like somebody helping somebody hide, well, hospitals can't give out any information because of HIPAA. So people can call all they want and try to find out information, but we're not going to get any, you know? So I don't know. I'm feeling something strange with Allie's, whatever happened with Allie. I know it sounds like conspiracy theorist and stuff, but, and like I said, with the cards I'm getting, it does feel like she's still alive. And that's just my opinion. I don't know for a fact. But, oh yeah, I was talking about that stuff written on the wall. The guy that gave Fred that information came to Fred with it because he used to be a cellmate of Fred's and he knew Fred would find it interesting. So that's why the guy told Fred, because he was in a cell with Fred and knew Fred had been dealing with a lot of, stuff because of the Summer Walls case. And they were in a cell together when the whole writing on the wall thing happened, where somebody had written on a wall like something about vice lords and Summer Wells, and had drew like a weird, like I don't know if it was like a map or something. And I don't know what else. Do you guys remember what else was? Anybody else who remembers that? Do you guys remember what else was on the wall? I forget. But Fred told me that they were supposed to. You remember when that happened? That was like forever ago. Well, they were supposed to come in and paint it, which they had it scheduled, but they only did that like recently, like a few weeks ago. Fred said, which I thought they had already done that. He said, well, they were supposed to, but they never did until recently. But what if Allie is talking to law enforcement? Maybe, I mean, that would be amazing. Maybe this guy who who was talking to the judge wanting a deal a month ago, the supposed, maybe something came out with that and Allie was questioned. Who knows? I mean, the timing's it lined up. What day was it she supposedly passed? Do you guys know when the supposed date was exact date that she was supposedly taken off life support and passed? Well, it'd be probably TBI, Stephanie. It wouldn't be local law enforcement. It wouldn't be local law enforcement that would help protect. They wouldn't have the resources. I know. I don't know, Carolyn. I don't understand why we would go look at Fred Hill's property and not show Donna and Candace's when it's what he's doing is he's trying to just trying to misdirect. And it's just same thing a lot of other creators have done, trying to make Dawn and Candace look good. Like, I don't understand why. Are you not here for the truth? Are you not here for Summer Wells? Are you not here to find out what happened to her and get the people who, get justice for her? So why are we trying to misdirect and focus on things that won't help find Summer? And really, it just seems like you're trying to get people focused on something different than the parents, or where we should be focusing. That's what I was wondering. I know it's crazy, but I was just wondering it. I know it's crazy talk, but it's just a theory. Siri, nothing. Why are you responding to me?
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
No. That shut her up. That shut her up. Right, Paula, exactly. Guys sitting in the bathroom watching out the... It's that time again, Sheba. Girly Q says from Facebook, exactly, they are distracting from the truth. I'm sure that Dawn has lots of huge debts by the sound of it, but the Vice Lords are primarily black, and a lot of people in those hills are racist. Yeah. Don't worry about people say how you are. You're the girl's mother, okay? Don't worry about people. Why does people worry about... Oh, yeah, it doesn't bother me. It seriously doesn't. I know what they're doing at this point. Some of the stuff used to bother me that people would say, and it used to affect how I would do things and what I would say, but not anymore. I've learned over the 2.5 years that it just works out better altogether if you are just straight up and do things what you think is the right thing to do, not what everybody else, and stick with what you believe. If that's what you believe. But, always be true to yourself. I'm never going to freaking sell my freaking soul for a little bit of freaking internet, YouTube recognition, and some views and a few dollars. No, it's not worth it to me. I'm looking at the long term, not the short term. All these others are looking at the short term. Most of them. Not all of them, but most. You're still hungry? Yeah. Same. I haven't ate. I've been trying not to eat during the day. Right, Linda? I try not to be at all. I get a little bit obsessive on things, and until I'm kind of invested. Who actually did sign? What's that, Crystal? Stage Kimning, and they know where she is. Hey, that would be one of the, well, Purple Hearts. It matters who has her, but that sounds good. Hey, Jude. Was everyone's? Oh, okay. So you're asking about the NDAs. So I did sign one, but they're not legit. So what I signed, I wanted to take a picture of it, but because I wanted a copy, you're supposed to get a copy if it was legit, but it's not. So anyways, it was something typed up that Tim Mullins did, completely unprofessional. And at the bottom of it had a whole bunch of lines where different people would sign. I didn't look at who else had signed it or anything. I was trying not to be nosy because I felt like they were watching my every move. So I just signed it because I knew I didn't. All it said is that I couldn't talk about like what we talk or anything that I guess I couldn't have a phone. I couldn't record. I wasn't allowed to give out any like info or something that I heard. That it was just from that one trip. Like it doesn't cover like talking about Summer Wells forever. It was not legitimate. There was like at the bottom, it had several signatures that people had to, it wasn't a individual paper like you get and you get a copy or where a notary signed or anything. It was completely a nothing burger. And they can go ahead and sue me because I haven't even if it was legit, I wouldn't be worried. I wish I could have got they put it up. I did see a copy of it put up and come here, Bandit. I think Kraken Cases maybe put it up or something. I don't know who had a copy. But somebody did put up a legitimate copy because I could tell by looking at it. Somebody had me look at it and asked me if that was what I signed. What I signed had several lines at the bottom for various people to sign. Oh, you were up there too? I don't know. It didn't really, all it said was like my time up there, the short time I was up on the land. It doesn't cover like, oh, I can't ever mention Summer Wells or anything ever again. It just, what I think mainly they were trying to get people, I think it was mainly to make sure people weren't recording things without their knowledge. You know what I mean? And I didn't. I did not record them. I try to keep my word. Lawson should have been removed from Summer's case due to conflict of interest with his son. Sorry about that, Pop. Come here. Maybe if I sit down, he'll come sit with me. Come here. Come here, Bandit. There's nobody outside. I don't know what you're... Here, I'm gonna have to close these blinds if you're just... You won't be able to look outside. You're being distracting. Come here. Come here. Shh. You're being annoying. Please. Have to go for now. But you know, Bill was thinking about hiding me and collecting my checks, so I bet things like that happen. Oh, that's what it seemed like Bill was trying to do. Have to admit, I was wondering what happened with Ali. Yeah, I figured I would just like, hey, I'll talk about the freaking elephant in the room. That I know everybody's thinking it. They can act like they're not, but maybe not everybody, but I know a lot of you guys have to be wondering and noticing something doesn't seem right. You think she's in protection? I know, right? That's what he's thinking. Total greed and selfish move on Tim's part. He's not there for their best interest. He's there for his best interest, and that's just the truth. Okay, so somebody sent me a TikTok. Maybe it might give us proof of her passing. I don't know if this is it. Somebody said it. It said this is from Hunter's girlfriend's mother's TikTok. So let's listen. Oh, is it not? Is it just? Hold on. Let me listen to it and make sure it. Okay, all it is it's nothing. It's just so I'll pull it. I guess I'll pull it up on my computer. It's just something posted by, I guess, Hunter's girlfriend, her mother on TikTok. It's something. It's like it looks like somebody could have passed, but here, I'll have to show you guys. It's hard to explain. Let's see. What's the account name? Washington Redskins with a Z _ for life. So I guess this is the mother of H's girlfriend. And here, let me turn this down because it has music on it and there's no besides that song. It says, "Welcome home. I will forever take care of a part of you and your children. You are forever missed, baby girl." But see, what's weird about this? I don't even know if this. I don't understand. What is this? I will forever take care of a part of you and your children. I don't know what this means because it has a cancer. It says cancer. Like the bow has something about cancer on it. So I don't think this can be about Allie. Right? Oh, shit. You guys came in. Fucking. Gosh darn it. Sorry. Good Lord. right here.
Listen, I do a lot of things. But one thing I will not do.
In the arms.
Stop.
Listen, I do a lot of things.
I'm just gonna leave it alone. This
In
is
the
it.
arms.
See how it has something about cancer on the picture? Like the ribbon thing? The pretend grandchild? Aw, thank you, Sue Goforth. Well, that's fine. It's not just though. She could very well actually. I mean, I'm pretty much 60-40. I'm 60% feel like she didn't pass, 40% feel like she did. Like I'm leaning towards it being there's something else to this. But because there would be more evidence than just obituary. There's no even we haven't even seen obituary, but even if they didn't pay for one, because I did get a message from family of Sherry, not the lady I was going to talk to on here, her daughter, unfortunately, but her daughter-in-law messaged me and said that the reason why Sherry didn't have an obituary is because it was what she said, like $100 per word or something crazy. It was like crazy expensive, like or $10 a word. I don't know. It was expensive. But Sherry still has, we found an obituary on the Triton. Hold on. Let me look at Triton. Isn't there a Triton funeral home or something like that? Triton funeral home. There's Broome. Isn't it called Triton? Broome. There's Christian Sales and I forget the name of the Tristan. There's Broome. I don't think that's the one. I don't see, this can't be it because this isn't it. This isn't the right funeral home that I'm thinking. I swear, Trinity. There you go, Trinity. It's like, what is that funeral home Fred was telling me? He's like, we only have 2. Okay. Well, Sherry's not on here either, though. Which one was it? Well, this was all so recently. See something. There would be probably a few things that they would have to set up. It wouldn't be like an overnight thing that they go and rest. I feel like there's several people involved, and it's going to take. It's just all a waiting process because I think they're just making sure they have it. Like, let me look at my messages from Kelly. She was able to finally find one on Sherry. Bandit. So Kelly still has 2 puppies if anybody's interested. So I don't know if she has, I don't know if it's a girl or a boy though. Let me look. There it is. It's Trinity. Why isn't it coming up? What the heck? Why isn't it? What? What the freak, Lloyd? Okay. I don't understand how. Are you still here, Kelly? Let me see. Trinity. I keep doing that. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Something's weird's going on with my computer right this second. It's like, I don't know why it's doing this. This is weird. Every time I hit a button, it's trying to do something. Hold on. I think it's fixed. Holy crap. Trinity Memorial Centers. Let me share it again. No, we haven't found anything on Allie yet. Look at cons passing all throughout accident from us. Maybe Ellie is investigating what happened to Allie, holding up. Maybe. Oh, really, Alicia? If she was cremated, she would have had one. So, okay. I'm wondering. I don't know how. There's no search thing. Those are archives. I can't find anything on Sherry. I don't understand how she was able to find that. Hold on, let me ask her. Yeah, I can't find it. Kelly sent me one. It only had like 1 sentence, but it was on here. So, okay, this one. Okay, okay, hold on. I think I found it. I don't know why it makes it. I don't understand. But you have to go to this page, and when you hit Okay, let me put in Mulaney real quick. Harrison. No for Allison. There's Sherry. Sherry Lee Lane. So it says November 4th, 2022. Oh, thank you so much for the anonymous Cash App. Thank you so much. Oh, I know, TCE. That's what we were talking about when I first went live. Like, he hasn't been there for 8 months and it's been torn apart and people have been squatting in there. They were supposed to clean it all up, so I don't understand why it looks like that anyways. But my issue with it is, for one, he was up on his property and he didn't have permission. Two, what's that have to do with the price of tea in China? Like, seriously. What's that have to do? What is this, another distraction? 126-24 was supposedly when she supposedly passed. Her name's spelled with a Y, but I just looked the regular spelling too, and it didn't come up. So it'd be either Trinity or the other one is Christian Sales. In which I've already looked there, I believe. I'm not finding anything. And even when you look up her background, I see you. When you look up her background, does it come up a death? Does it show that she's deceased? Like when you look up, those free sites. It's weird because Jim's like on those sites, so it shows that somebody's deceased. His changed like almost immediately. It was crazy. But it's not showing that on any website or any place like where any of those sites where you search somebody's name and it will tell you when they died or when they. Are we thinking about the right Sherry? Sherry, Bill. So the Sherry I was just showing is Bill Shipley's ex-wife who passed mysteriously and it's being investigated. Not Sherry Mulaney, not Allie's. I know it's confusing. Not Allie's mother. Allie's mother, though, she probably is only like in her 50s. She does look like she'd be older, but I mean, yeah, Allie's only 37. So if you do the math, add 20 years, 57. Yeah. I have heard something about her possibly donating, but my parents' death certificates within days. Hey, Mama T. How you be? Doesn't say deceased, untruth. Yep. Well, supposedly she's been gone, since the 26th. So is that what somebody says? That her supposes, or here, let me look up on her Facebook what it says. Sorry, my dogs are chewing on something and it sounds gross. Or did they take it off her Facebook, I guess? Or was it maybe True's Facebook? Oh, I know where it was. Casey Mullaney. Gosh, she posts all the time. It's going to be hard to. On the 26th, on the. So on the 24th, she posted something about love you, big sister, and miss you. And that was on the 20th. Missing you, big sister, Allison Harris. Her post, it looks like there was a post, but I think it must have been taken down. Her last name, was it Harris or Harrison? I'm looking under Harris too. Let's see. On Trinity, there's nobody with that name. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah. I know a lot of people who didn't have obituaries, and I presented, and the whole tribute section turned into an online fight. Had to have it shut down. Wow. That'd be crazy, Bernadette. I'm sure that does happen. Harris, okay. Always wonder if these people that are dying are in witness protection. I know I might be crazy, but that's right. I know, that's just what kind of, I drew some cards on it, and that's just the feeling I got with the cards. And I was already feeling like something was up, obviously, but yeah, that's what I feel. Something surrounding like that, something like what Melissa's saying. But I know it does sound crazy. I've said the same thing. Like, it sounds like so out there, but I don't know. Every day that passes and that there is no type of proof of any type of funeral or family get together or any type of celebration of life or obituary, any type of proof of a death besides a Facebook post saying she's one Facebook post. You know what I mean? If you die without a will. Yeah, I keep checking too, JD. I check like every once in a while, every time I think about it. The funeral home? Okay. Should I call? I wouldn't mind calling the funeral home because that'd be okay, wouldn't it? Or is that too invasive? I don't know. I would do that tomorrow anyways if I was going to do it, because it's past 6 and what's Leslie? Okay, her last name is Hill. Let me look. Wasn't her name Leslie Hill? That's why people thought that she was related to. Let me type in Leslie. Let me see what you guys are saying, because I'm not finding anybody. Yeah, well, I'm not, unless I'm spelling her name wrong. Leslie. I even looked at Hill, but of course, like, there's going to be a lot that come up for Hill. I don't know if I've ever, Leslie, does she come up as deceased when you look her up? Like her on, let me look on, I'll put Leslie Hill, Kingsport, Tennessee. Oh, yeah, I found an obituary for her. It's right there. She looks different, though. Here, let me show you guys. The heck? First Leslie, okay. Kind of strange that her family has used every opportunity to beg, scam, gift, whatever. Then she passes and there isn't even proof. I expect A to be all on it for anything he'd get. I don't know. To me, it's crazy that I think if I did a Google search, it would come up. So I think it's pointless to even look through this as far as for Allie's. But wouldn't there be some kind of other type? It's just not, everything's not. Wouldn't there be more than just, even there would be more signs that she was deceased than just an obituary too. I mean, people would be talking about it. There's nothing on Facebook about it except like one post, and it's just, it doesn't feel legitimate. It doesn't pass the smell test, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we looked on a funeral home website everywhere. But I guess only time will tell. I mean, hopefully time will tell anyways. The way things are going with this case, like, yeah, I did see the picture. I don't have it saved. I don't believe. But, and I know people were giving people hell for showing that picture, but I don't believe I saved it anyways. You know, I don't think I was thinking, oh, I better save this because it's going to be the last time we see any proof of her being in the hospital or anything. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't see it. But we do have something else to talk about real quick. Right, criminology? Hey, Daily Tab. Well, I think she was in the hospital. At some point, yeah. So what about this? Did you guys see this? Why would he post this picture when she clearly has a broken nose that's been completely rearranged? You know, I got a message from somebody before this was even posted telling me that, got a notification. They said, ran into Candace and Dawn today. They were with a guy with humongous ears. Oh my God. Is she talking about white boy? Oh my God. She said, it took everything out of me not to ask, what the hell did you do to your nose? Her nose is completely like a different place on her face now. Like, what the hell, dude? No, I don't think this is fake, guys. I don't. I had somebody else message me that ran into her and saw her face like that. That's white boy. He just likes attention no matter what he can get. Like, it doesn't matter. I would wonder if it was fake, but literally, like, Sunday at 9 p.m. When did he post this picture? This was posted in a group, so Doesn't really, it's not going to tell us. It was also sent to me. So, and looks like he's in the house there. Why didn't he take pictures and show their house in there? Let's see how clean the house is, white boy. Why are we so concerned about a neighbor a mile down the road, how their property looks? But Sunday at 9:04 p.m. Eastern time, I got a message saying that somebody ran into Candace and Dawn. And I didn't know who they meant by humongous ears, but I guess. But anyways, she had mentioned that it looks like she broke her nose. And then it was soon after this that I heard about this picture and saw people talking about her nose. So I was expecting it to have like some kind of cast on it, but oh my God, it's like completely on the other side of her face. One love. You know what? I don't mean it like, oh, you know, trying to just be his like bulldog or something. That's not what it's just what I feel is the right thing. Like, I just feel like it's distractions and it's pointless to go down there and show how messy his property looks when it doesn't have anything to do with Summer Wells and like where she could, her disappearance at this point. I mean, that property has been shown a million fucking times. Why does she have mommy on her freaking shirt? She's not a mommy. Sorry. Mommy world. Dude, who rearranged your face? That's what this guy down here was saying. I like the comment. Or a girl here. Looks like Donnie rearranged her nose. I don't know. I hope that's not the case, but I mean, we've seen her have black eyes and shit before, and maybe this is why I just don't like to see. I mean, that's gross. So blurry, but why? Oh my God. So somebody just emailed me. I'm not going to say who they are just for their privacy because they wanted me to tell them or wanted to tell me, don't want their name out there. But anyways, that fake psychic Another Realm, I guess, went live saying, trying to put out mass hysteria about Fred. So I don't know. Saying that so this is Another Realm again, acting like she's scared and saying that this is the one time we should listen to Jody Sue. And I guess she said, Tara said, which is Another Realm, said it was really dangerous and that Fred is using me to communicate stuff to the outside through your channel and you shouldn't trust him. So it's crazy because this person's like, I'm just going to let you know in case you're actually in danger. You guys, I'm not in danger. That lady is crazy. I promise you. I don't know why she's still saying stuff about Fred at this point. I mean, where's this dead body that she claims that she found on his property? Or, you know, the hair and bones, like, and all this. Oh my God. And I thought you guys were doing something for the environment and cleaning out there. It looks like a fucking dumpster. A dumpster. It looks like a fucking landfill. I thought you were supposed to be cleaning up and doing something good for the neighborhood. Sure the hell doesn't look like you did anything except throw more stuff around everywhere and steal everything that was worth of any money that you could sell. Like, the only things that are gone there are items that could have been scrapped or sold. The trash was left behind. They didn't do a fucking thing with the trash. They just threw it everywhere. It's like, just threw it up in the air, had a party, and like let it rain trash everywhere. That's what it looks like. Well, she said she was doing something for the environment, acted like she was doing a good thing. And then we see a updated, you know, that's what's supposed to be a cleanup. What we saw over on White Boys, that was supposed to be a cleanup. Oh, I'm doing something good for the neighborhood. And also looking for a little girl while we're at it. You made it look more of, it looks horrendous. It doesn't look any better. It looks just as bad, if not even worse, if that's even possible. Yes, one step away from, yes, WCIA. But thank you to the person. The person that sent me the email was really sweet. They were, I could tell that they were coming from the right place. But Another Realm I've been her target for a while now, ever since she pulled her stunt with Fred's sister and helped her, since that whole incident, you guys, if you guys were around, you know about it. She teamed up with Fred's sister and to get access to that property, and went through all of his stuff. But yeah, we're supposed to be cleaning the place up. It does not look cleaner at all. The only thing that is gone is like the vehicles. Right? Did they pay the fines towards the towards that violation? Yeah, didn't he have a, they did fine him, but they closed it because I guess they tested the water and the water didn't have any contaminants in it. Like, Redmonds were trying to claim that Fred was throwing some kind of like chemicals into the, I don't know what. She could have fell flat on her face to the basement, as drunk as she gets. Yep. No, Alicia, the only reason why I believe it's true is because I had somebody a local message me and that ran into Candace, and they told me about the broken nose before that even was posted. I knew about it Sunday night, before it had even been posted. So, I mean, unless that person that messaged me, I've talked to the person before several times and seems to be a decent person. And Athena's playing. But otherwise, I would definitely believe it could be a hoax. I mean, maybe it still could be. I don't know, but I did have somebody message me Sunday and said they ran into Candace and her nose was broken. I can screenshot it and show you guys if you wanted me to. Just cover up the person's name. I don't know if it's really that important though. Yeah, they cleaned him out, not cleaned it up. Oh no, yeah. White boy better watch out. Candace falls for any guy that shows her any type of attention. And he just put a smackaroo right on her face. And now she's going to think he's in love with her. Oh yeah, I've seen a broken nose before. That looks like somebody hit her. Hopefully it was somebody hitting her because of what she did with whatever she did to Summer Wells. That's what I hope. I know people are going to give me, oh, I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you wished violence. No, I'm not wishing violence. I don't agree with domestic violence. But I'm positive Candace knows where her daughter is, in my opinion. So it's hard for me to feel sympathy for her about anything, even when she should probably. I do understand, there has been times that I have had a lot of sympathy for Candace for a very long time. Because I thought possibly that she didn't know anything about it and that it was all Dawn, or either that or she was basically forced in a way to go along with this plan or whatever. But after Dawn went to jail and she had she had the perfect opportunity to leave him and had all the support in the world and would have had, people would have paid for her a place to stay for a few months. I know if she was leaving Dawn and she was trying to do the right thing and people would have totally helped her. But no, to me, it shows that Dawn has something on her and she can't. Maybe see something, say something. One second. See, I guess this live that this person emailed me about that Another Realm had was it was a members only live, and I guess Another Realm said this is the one time that we should listen to Jody Sue, and that supposedly Jody Sue was on live talking about me again, and she was something talking about the Mexican guy that this thing Fred was telling me about. And Another Realm said it was very dangerous and that Fred is using me to communicate to the outside through my channel and you shouldn't trust him. Well, another realm, you gave me these warnings. You remember when you made a post to an Adrienne, spelled Adrienne, the exact way my name's spelled, acting like Spirit gave you a message to send to Adrienne? Remember that whole freaking bogus bullshit that you pulled? So now Spirit's trying to give me a message a different way, because I guess you channeling my grandmother for my grandmother to tell me to stop is what you said. Do you think I fucking believe you at this point? I think you're a fraud and an opportunist. I'm not going to listen to anything, and that's exactly why you put that on members only, because you're doing exactly what I know you're doing. It's just making money trying to make money. Talking about things you know will get people's interest, and you will make money because you have it on members only. Yep, Purple Hearts. Summer's case out of the norm. Normally, some people tell the truth and can be verified. You think it's a kidnap hoax? I couldn't, Rita. I've looked everywhere, and I'm just like starting to wonder if there could be something to it. Like, is she being protected by law enforcement? Like, did she decide to speak? I hope to God that's what's happening. Because we can't find any proof of this death. And, every time somebody passes away surrounding the Summer Wells case now, I mean, it happens so much that it's like, it's starting to make me not believe it even more. You know what I mean? Because it's already been weird enough, but then with all these people passing, well, I know one Michelle Vokey is White Boy, because for some reason he's going over there filming Fred's property 8 months since anybody's been there. Well, since him and Laura's been there. And trying to, like, that is going to help us figure out anything to do with Summer Wells when that property has been, what good does it show? Tell me what good does that do? That's not content, White Boy. You're regurgitating old stuff. You're like so behind the rest of us. This is something you should have been doing years ago. His property has already been shown many of times by myself and the couple others that have been brave enough to venture down there past Simpson Loop. It's already been shown. And it's been shown while he was living there too. So what the hell was that? And then you tag, you put up a comment that is, basically an attack on me. You're trying to start a war or something, and it's disappointing, because I thought, like, I don't know. I kind of, like, my mind changed about him for a little bit after I was on his panel. You know what I mean? But now it's like, okay, I should have just gone with my freaking, once again. He said nobody would notice if he went because he wouldn't go live. Well, he's been live constantly. I don't understand the Oprah kids thing, though. Yep, that's true. Here, let me see. Was it... Okay, I'm going to look up Jinkies. Did Jinkies put any... I need to ask for that picture from it. You know what? I saw this. This was like pretty much the next day after I had mentioned something about his necklaces. And look, Andy and his necklaces made it to the birthday celebration. Look at his necklaces. Same black sweatshirt, it looks like, hoodie. Even the same hat. I don't know. It's weird. It makes him look so much more weird. Like, you haven't gone to anything like that for freaking over 2.5 years, Andy. What is going on? You think he did it on purpose? I kind of wondered if he did too with the necklaces. Because I just think that they look like they could be like, I don't know, possibly represent something. I just would like to see what they are. He posted his necklaces on his own community page. Did he really? Okay. I don't thank you, Andy. So, yeah, that one was the one he was wearing. Look, the Illuminati eye. Isn't that some creepy shit? A cross. So crosses. These do look like the necklaces he had on. I have to give him that. Well, thank you for posting those, because that solved my mystery. They don't look... I don't think they're anything... They're nothing, I guess. I don't know. In the first 3 months, I swore BK was undercover with Dawn. Team, you had a special. Hey, I'm glad he posted them. I appreciate that, actually, because it's been bugging me. I'm like, what the heck? What the heck? I never see guys wear a bunch of necklaces. And I was thinking the jewelry looked really medieval, and you know what I mean? But I can tell that those are the same because I saw this one. And this one, and the one on the left, so. Nobody sent me this picture. Somebody said that they sent me this a couple days ago. I didn't get it a couple days ago. A screenshot. Nobody sent me this picture. Maybe they told me about it or said something about it, and I just didn't realize what they were talking about. think I remember that, but it's comment above it. Always had jewelry, show what Fred knows. Oh, okay. I didn't read the comment. It says, which one's satanic again? Asking for someone, have a great day. Always had jewelry, shows what Fred knows. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't know you fucking wear gay ass necklaces every day. I'm sorry. No offense to gay people. I don't mean it in that way. So probably should have used a different word, but whatever. I stand corrected about the necklaces. I know. I was questioning him. I'm glad he posted the picture. That's what I asked for. That looks like the Illuminati eye thing to me. Those necklaces offend gay people. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I know. Well, we know. I know, right, Justin? But you know what? It's interesting to me, though, too. Okay, and I'm not trying to stay extra. I'm not trying to, like, mention every little thing and pick and stuff, but isn't it weird how all those necklaces, they're actually like religious ones, like crosses. You say that's a spiritual eye, whatever that means. So it sounds like something that's supposed to be godly or something. It's weird. Is he trying to make himself look like I'm a godly man? Quite the opposite of what I was thinking that the necklaces would be. What spell did he cast on him? Oh my god. You know those guys. So when I used to work at Steak and Shake, back in the day, like 15 years ago as a waitress, like third shift, there used to be these guys that came in there that kind of dressed like Andy the same way, those necklaces and stuff. And they were really into that game, like Dungeons and Dragons. Like, that's who he reminds me of, those type of people. He's going to wear a wedding dress next and sing like a virgin. Like a virgin. Ah! Touch for the very first time. Sorry for doing that to you guys. That's what I'm imagining how he's going to sing it. Like Michael Jackson. Like a virgin. Athena, you can't sell my lap, hun bun. Did you see Ryan's new video? Hell to the no. Which is it the Fred Hill one where he's like talking about Fred going I never watched it because I was like it's just no reason to watch it from what I've heard from people. That I'm just gonna sit there and it's just gonna piss me off and it's not gonna have any type of valuable information in it. It's just him rambling about what he thinks about Fred. I know, Pearl Strand. I know, it's crazy. Who told Ryan there was a sitting? Who told Ryan there was a sitting that crazy camper guy in North Carolina? What do you mean by sitting? That's what I called him. Ryan finds nothing. That's what I call him to when I was talking about him to Fred, because I couldn't think of anything else. Like, I didn't want to say Ryan finds truth because it's such a lie. It might be his intentions, but he gets frustrated. I feel like that he doesn't find something right away. Ryan was getting frustrated after his very first hike out, after he had talked to Fred or about the Laurel Run thing. As soon as it did not produce any type of real evidence, or he didn't find Summer's body or find Summer hiding in there or being held in there, like all of a sudden, he just like for some reason decided that must mean Fred's lying. You don't like him or his fake wife? I'm wondering about that too. The all-watching eye. What baffles me about Ryan every single time I think of him is like how he came out and presented himself, and then days later, like when he first came out, he acted so against psychics and any type of information that wasn't proven in fact, and acted like, to me, he seemed like he did not like psychics, like at first. And then, he comes out with his wife and then says, oh, well, then says that she has abilities, or we've started noticing that she has an uncanny ability. Like, he was trying to bullshit everybody and be like, we just know she has a really good intuition, and then all of a sudden now she's psychic and fully psychic, and all his information is coming from psychics. It's like, what the hell? Which is fine, because I watch psychics, obviously, and I read tarot, and I'm into that stuff. But he completely presented himself as a completely different person. I think this is all until a timeline is provided by the parents. No one has that info but Dawn and Candace. Yeah, maybe Grandis. Maybe H knows part of it. Maybe more than we think he knows. I don't know. Don't know if I believe Allie. Yeah, I know. Oh, his wife is definitely wears the pants in that relationship. Well, I felt used in that whole situation, but that's not why I'm really upset with him. But he definitely used me and Fred, or attempted to. He only got to talk to Fred one time, like on the phone. They had messaged, and literally like seconds after he had got done speaking with Ryan. Here comes the guards taking away the church. We thought it was weird because the timing of it was really strange, and it kind of, now looking back at it, like makes me think, like, is Ryan working for somebody, or is he I don't know. The pure, so I only come back as a blessing to you. Well, thank you, hopeful. And I get that everybody doesn't believe in that stuff, and I try to separate it from this channel, but it's tough. Haley says, FYI, when you use a funeral home to cremate, it is included in the process for the deceased person's obituary to be on the website. I just went through this. Yeah. Somebody else was saying the same thing in the comments, the exact same thing, said that they went through it. And have you ever had that problem, Jane? Like, has anybody else had this? I know we had this problem with some people surrounding this case, but has anybody had any problems outside of the Summerwells case? Like in the past, like trying to find somebody's obituary? And I'm just wondering, because I don't know. I'm trying to see if this is something normal or... Yeah, Purple Hearts. That's what people do. That's how they do it. They just make up something and go with it. And many of these people are really good at it too. They're able to sound passionate and really, and sit there and cry. Like Jody Sue. Like, oh my gosh, she's been a manipulator and a scammer her whole life. She had to be. Like, she sits there and like acts like she has. Well, she doesn't have very much emotion. She's pretty much like one level. But she tries to act like she's being passionate. Medical examiner. But he's traveling recruiter and books, seminars, meetings at camps, some school events, youth rallies, men. Who does that, sweetie? Did you see PG's live the other night when a guy came on her live and it looks like the guy Fred talked about? What was he talking? What was he saying? I didn't watch it. Haven't watched PG lately because I heard that she was just like, I don't know. She goes back and forth with our beliefs, and sometimes I really, it's hard for me to catch anybody's live, but I'm surprised the tops were not called the last video of R and J at the park. R and J. Who's R and J? I'm trying to think. Wonder why he said he was from Maryland. Who said that, Debbie? I know, Debbie. That's what I was saying about, Debbie says up here, they are very strict on what bodies they accept. We went through it with my aunt. Can't have infection, be a certain amount overweight, etc. Yeah, I wondered that too. I'm like, would Allie's, would they even use her organs? Maybe her eyes or something like that. My mother's cremation was paid by Medicaid hospital per name in the list of passings that week in the newspaper. Organs might be donated to science, but definitely not for another human. So you think Purple Hearts, this whole case could be a scam, like a hoax for money? I don't. I think that there's a lot of people utilizing the case in that way, like, Jody Sue, but it only costs if you decide to publish it in the paper. I was like, Bandit, you're being distracting. Why you're barking at the window even though I have it? Yeah. Yes, I'm talking to you. Oh, Coco, why did you type it in the chat? What's the point of typing in the chat? Just leave or turn. I don't know what typing it in the chat's going to do. Trust me, I don't want to hear it either. Especially not at the every single little but I did hear hold on, I did hear sound like 1 second. False alarm once again. Stop. I thought for once that there was actually something going on, that there was somebody actually out there, but no, of course not. It's nothing. Come on. Come on, Athena. Come on, Athena. That's the way to get them both over here, because if I pet Athena, then Bandit gets jealous and oh my gosh. Somebody sent me a picture of I guess there's Dawn and Athena. I will have to. Oh, I'm sorry. Make me left too. I was just about to say I'm going to have to probably go here in a little bit because I have to figure out something. I know Caitlin's going to be coming in here wanting something to eat. So, Come here, Bandit. See, and there's, yeah, this is like every day. Non-stop. Shh. Right. Well, Crystal, I come here. PG, she came out when she came out. She first came up on my panel, and she was on my panel for a couple months before she started a channel. And the reason why she chose my panel is what she said is because she didn't have to show her face. But I did find, I don't know. I do wonder if she knew Allie beforehand, and I don't. That's my only question. Complaining about a woman dumping him. Right? There you go. That's a good one. Wait, didn't she lose her job at Walmart though? Like before was she still working at Walmart when she went to the hospital? Oh, it's okay, Jim. It's okay. I mean, I don't know what he expected me to say about it. He's pinned my comment. He's trying to. It's what he's trying to do, but it's just It's just a disappointment, like always. Disappointment. No, don't go off and start barking again. Why do you got to go over there? Oh, did somebody just send me? Oh, no, this is an old message. But I do need to contact that person. I pinned it to the top. To the person who emailed me last Monday. Or no, I'm sorry. February 2nd through my website at empressdiggy.com. I'm still planning on contacting you. I've just been, gosh, there's so much Come here. Oh, is Justin going live? Bandit. The barking is ridiculous sometimes. I mean, well, a lot of times. Come here. Come here. I try to hold him, but then he gets like, hears a little noise and he's like, trying to get away to go bark at the door where nobody is. Oh, so they're taking more organs than they normally would. Hey, just me. Okay, so you're going live in an hour and 15 minutes. Those of you guys who are interested, Justin will be going live in an hour and 15 minutes. 8:30 Eastern time. Shh. I know. I'm going to have to get something like that, Roxy, when I get maybe. They don't hurt them at all. Well, unfortunately, Lean on Me, they can get out of the fence back there. And so when I put them out there, they have to be on this long, like, leash thing, basically one at a time, because I only have one out there. And yeah, they're weird. They don't like staying out there very long. Now, if I don't keep them on the clip, they like that, and then they'll get out and run around the whole property, the whole neighborhood. And there's kind of a busy road out front. So yeah, kind of, I wish I could just put them outside and they'd love being out there and they'd play and for like an hour or something. It's just a vibration. To lick mats? Huh. Never heard such a thing. Had a lead on her porch. Her dog got tangled and jumped. Oh no! That's horrible. Oh my God, that's so sad. No, it's not the bathroom thing. It's like this constantly, Sheba, unless they're sleeping. But it wasn't ever like this before Bandit. That's horrible. See, well, my porch it's not like they wouldn't be able to do that because it's not high enough, but that would be horrible. Usually I just go out there and with bark boxes. My dog used to get his choke collar caught in steps on purpose so he could slip out of it every time we watched him do it. That's funny. Yeah, brainworms. That's what I do because I'm also afraid of somebody just taking them or something. Especially like, I mean, think of how many people would snag Bandit if he got out of the fence and they saw him. In Athena, I'd be more afraid of getting hit because she just like will run right out there. But I guess I am going to go, guys, because I have, like I said, I have to figure out something for dinner. And I will probably I'll probably be on Empress Ziggy later and do readings if anybody's interested. I do. The full readings are $20 and they take about 20 to 30 minutes, and I can do them live or I can do them privately. So, and that's another thing, the person that you can always email me too at youtubeziggy@outlook.com and just pay through Cash App or PayPal or whatever. But anyways, I'll be on there. And I do free readings sometimes too. If anybody's interested, like the smaller readings. Kyle says Ryan is talking about ice sighting in Florida, and he had the woman call him. He should have referenced her to TBI immediately and stayed out of it. Ice sighting. A sighting. What's that mean? Does anybody know what he's talking about? I know, right? Now I leave when the dogs finally stop, right? I also have a reading I need to do for somebody. Just remembered. Totally forgot about. Is he going down to Florida? Watching kids at the park. He went to Florida. To the sighting. He's been out of state following up on a lead looking for Summer. Oh my God, dude. Okay. I was just reading his post and I was just kind of shocked that, I mean, I guess we've been pretty quiet this past week is because we've been out of state following up on a lead looking for Summer. Well, no wonder wow. The lady spoke her name, Summer Wells, and she turned toward her immediately and prompted her to contact TBI. Hey, Brandy. We need to do your reading too, Brandy, if you're interested. Still. But anyways, guys, I am going to go. I'm surprised he went he went to Florida for the sighting, supposedly, or was there something else? Anyways, whatever. Oh, thank you, Lip Lock. You're not getting notifications? Dang it. I guess she did try to contact TBI, but they didn't get back to her or something, or didn't follow up on it. I don't know. Probably because they know where she is. Where do you see this nose pick? I'll show it real quick, and then I'm going to go, guys. Okay, so her nose is completely like moved. I don't know why. She's obviously hasn't gone and gotten taken care of, because that needs like some kind of that needs to be moved back into place and a cast put on it. Looks painful though. But that had to have happened a while back, because her eyes would be black. Because when your nose gets broke, you get black eyes. We don't know what happened. Some people think it's fake. I don't know. I had somebody message me and told me they ran into Candace. It was Sunday night, and they had mentioned that she had a broken nose. So looks like she did when she got her dentures. She does usually have a unibrow. That's, yeah. All right, guys. I will talk to everybody later.